Hi guys, how are you?
Hi guys, how are you today? Okay, listen, if it wasn't for bad luck, I would have no luck at all, okay? My AC is broke, okay? And it won't turn off. I swear to God, it has to be 50 something degrees in here. When have you seen me in sleeves? I always wear open arms because it always gets so hot in here because of the lights. Not today, people, not today. Freezing. So if I do this, you know why. Okay? If I do the, you just say, oh, Sharrell's cold. Freezing. I don't even know if I can get my story out today. But you got the show goes on. You got to do what you got to do. Thank you guys for reminding me of the banner and this. I keep forgetting to do this. If you haven't already signed up for Perry's Hotline, which is gold, we love it. Don't forget to sign up. The number is 1-702-553-3288. Okay, so listen, Beverly Hills is coming up soon, and there's all kind of good stories that's going to be coming out about these people that we need to talk about. People, let's start with Crystal Minkoff. So we've seen the trailer. I think it was last week, and they had all kind of good stuff in there that it looks like it's going to be nice and juicy. But let me tell you what they didn't have in there. Okay, let me tell you what they didn't talk about. They did not talk about the story we're going to talk about with Crystal Minkoff. Okay. This is a serious story. Now, I don't know if you guys know about this. Maybe a lot of you do. China is having some kind of, what would I call it? Inhumane atrocities going on over there. They're going around kidnapping, taking people that believe in a different religion. I'll put it that way, and putting them in these concentration camps. Okay, concentration camps in 2022. In the concentration camps, all kinds of things are going on. They're separating families. They are R-ing women, possibly ending people's lives. We don't know about that part yet. But what goes on in concentration? Forced labor. They're causing them to do forced labor. It's inhumane crimes going on in this day and age. And United States was against it. So remember this winter they had the Winter Olympics in China. Well, let me put this up so you guys could see where I got this information because it's absolutely riveting at best. So the United States was going to boycott the Olympics. Let me put it on here because we're not down with that. Listen, that stuff should have stopped back in the 40s after World War II. Hold on, I can't get it up here. Hold on, let me try it again. Inhumane crimes is just torture. What's going on over in the Ukraine is just, things like that really get to me. It's not working. Let's see. Let's try it again. Take two. There we go. Should not happen. And countries that do vile things like this should be called out, people. So the United States was going to boycott the Olympics, but they didn't want the athletes to suffer. So what they did was a diplomatic boycott. Okay. Same thing. They wanted to bring attention to these atrocities that's going on in China. But guess what we found out today? That China had a secret campaign which they paid influencers to promote the Olympics. 3 famous influencers were Jessica Long, Ryan Dubs, and Crystal Minkoff. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. People are outraged. You're supporting inhumane, atrocious crimes. There was absolutely no way Crystal did not know about this. And what's funny is, yes, I know she's Chinese. She doesn't need the money. We all know Rob is filthy rich. She holds a high status in China. Her brother's a famous pop singer over there. And I heard some of his songs. He's really good. You don't live over there anymore, Crystal. What are you doing? Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. I can guarantee you she's not going to talk about this on the show. Hold on, my phone is blowing up. She's not going to talk about this on the show because it makes you, why? Why won't she talk about this? If you didn't do anything wrong and I took this money against these atrocious acts, concentration camps, Crystal, in 2022, can you imagine? I don't even want to imagine what it would be like to be in a concentration camp. But let's say she innocently, no, she knew what she was doing because the United States boycotted it. Why aren't you going to talk about it? You did it. Are you ashamed of your actions? I'm not trying to call you out. I'm just calling you out. What are you doing, Crystal? Okay. Don't you have enough to worry about? I mean, listen, concentration camps are inhumane, atrocious crimes against mankind. What is wrong with these housewives? They are about as corrupt as they can get, people, okay? Instead of the Real Housewives, we should call it the corrupt bastards of Beverly Hills. The corrupt bastards of Beverly Hills, okay? It's a mess. It's a mess, people. Let's move on from one corrupt one to another. That would be our one and only. What did I do with the thing? Erika RHOBH, who we all know. I can't go over her crimes again. Her alleged crimes. But anyway, this weekend, she's in the blogs because Garcelle posted this posting with her throwing Erika's book in the trash. Garcelle says, and this Erika posted, she says, even though you unfollowed me, I'm sure you'll see this. This is what Garcelle's saying. This is what she posted. Erika's book in the trash first, and then Erika posted Garcelle's in the trash. So we know they're going to have some crazy, crazy beef going on this season. Does it have anything to do with this clip? Oh, first, let me show you. I forgot this. This is important. Let's go back to the Crystal thing because it's just, I don't know what to make of it, Crystal. I don't know why you would do this. I got to call you out. I wanted you guys to see this little clip about just the horror that's going on in China. Let me play this for you.
Has been accused of holding nearly 1 million people in internment camps as part of a forced assimilation campaign against the Uyghur Muslim population. What more can you tell us about these camps and why this is happening?
It started in 2017 or even more, and at least 1 million Uyghur and Hazak and other Turkic people have been put into these concentration camps, which Chinese government called re-education centers, something training centers, but actually the Uyghur people and other detainees are being tortured, brainwashed, and even raped and sexually assaulted. It's the worst humanitarian disaster for today. Picked Chinese government want to use the Olympic Games as a forum to whitewash its genocide.
Now, he had a very strong accent, but what he's saying is that people are being tortured in these concentration camps. Now, can you imagine that you're putting these concentration camps because of the religion you choose to believe in? There is no amount of money, Crystal, that can make this okay. There's no amount of money. Breaking up families. And can you imagine? Listen, the guy, he had a strong accent, but he was saying that China's trying to cover up these crimes. But these concentration camps do exist. America knows about them. And they're going to do things to not support these concentration camps. And one of them is making it known to the public. This is terrible, 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 terrible times. Terrible times. And you know what's really weird is we could forget here in the US, especially if you got a job and a family and all that, that there are wars going on, like in Ukraine, where Putin has lost his mind, bombing hospitals. What is wrong with you? China, putting people in concentration camps. I feel that it's our right when we hear about these things going on in the world to speak up about it. Just because it doesn't affect us here doesn't mean that we shouldn't speak out about it. I mean, shame on you, Crystal. Shame on you. Now, I know you got your own personal things going on, but you should have never supported this movement. And let's say you did it on accident. You should have came out and said something about it. It's just a lot. So, you know, but that doesn't stop the drama that's going on the show. The Real Bastards of Beverly Hills. I wanted to show you a clip. And what I think is going on in here is this season, Erika's going to get called out for a lot of things. One of them is her alleged drug use and alcohol abuse, allegedly, but most likely, probably. And I didn't get a chance to share this clip with you guys the other day. It was from the clip that came out. Let me put it up here, see if I can do this, from the trailer. And this might have something to do why everybody's throwing each other's books in the trash and they're not talking to each other. It's so crazy. Let's take a look.
And like, be okay with it. You know, I don't want to like hate what I'm eating every day.
Last couple of times I saw you, you were a little tipsy.
Oops. Oh my God, I'm lit.
Pick your antidepressants or you drink, but you can't do both.
You want to be on the side of the victims because you think that's cool. What I'm telling you,
It's cool.
I don't give a about anybody else but me. Is that to make Erika look bad, or is that out of genuine
Erika, I don't
concern?
have to make you look bad. You can do that on your own.
This is going to be a good season, guys. It's going to be a good season. I mean, not only is Crystal supporting concentration camps in China, she's still struggling with her eating addiction, which is kind of hard to talk about it when you're going through it. This isn't something that happened to her years ago. You know, she's going to open up this season and says she still has an issue with food. I still would rather talk about that than taking money from China. And also, she's going to get in Erika's business again, and also Kathy Hilton's. And she's going to be talking about this whole Kathy and Kyle thing. This is going to be good. You know, these sisters, Kathy, Kyle, and Kim, they just don't get along. And I'm Team Kathy. I'm doing a special about it. We'll get into that a little later. Hopefully I could have it out by tomorrow. These sisters will never get along because their personalities are so different. And Kyle's just a professional, major, people-pleasing kiss ass. I'm just keeping it real, people. I'm just keeping it real. But that's what's going on today in the world of Beverly Hills. I'm going to cover every story on this season, the stories that they're talking about and the ones they're not talking about, like Crystal. Let's take some comments from the audience. Real Housewives acting badly again. Again, people. I just think what Crystal did is just as bad as Tom Girardi stealing money from victims. You know, concentration camps, destroying families, destroying people's lives over something that should be anybody's right. You should be able to practice whatever religion you want to. Erika, you could have donated that book to a library instead of throwing it in the trash. Yvonne, that's so cute. I love that. Who is Kyle pleasing? I think Kyle's a people pleaser, and some of the main people that she is people pleasing is that group of mean girls. I called them the mean girls last year. That's Lisa Rinna, Erika, Dorit. Am I missing someone? Who else? You guys know the girl that got LVP kicked out. That I'm not calling them mean girls anymore. They're a cult. They're a cult people. They will do and say anything to protect themselves, to keep themselves on the show. And it looks like this season, Kyle is her sister said something that Kyle didn't like. Instead of hiding this, dealing with this behind closed doors, which most families do, these two are blood. This is just not another cast member, Vile. This is your sister. You have Lisa Rinna chastise your sister? Like, really? Sorry, guys. I don't know. My phones always go off during taping, and you guys go, why do you have 3 phones? I just have 3 phones. One was personal, and then 2 business. It's a mess. It's a mess. But Teddy Mellencamp is part of the cult. That's what I'm calling him this season. Teddy's part of the cult. You guys know who the cult is. Don't act like I made up the cult. There are a group of women on this show that dedicate their lives to destroying other cast members so they don't get looked at. You guys know what I'm talking about. We know who it is. Kathy wanted to strangle her. I would too. If you're my sister, now I'm not saying because you're my sister, you have to agree and do everything I say, but you better do that in public. You better not call me out with some bobblehead nut job that goes by the nickname Lisa Rinna. You better not have her confront me about anything I do between me and you. You're my sister. You come to me. I will never, ever forgive Kyle. I'll never like Vile. You know, the rumors are just, she's not coming back this season. Next season after this one, let's all keep our fingers crossed. That's so mean to her. Bobbleheads being nice. There's a lot of things that I could, hold on one second, guys. I'm so sorry, guys. Somebody was really getting through to me. Here's this one. Kyle isn't loyal. Kyle is not loyal to anyone. Anyone. She's terrible people. Terrible people. She said her name like, girl, I'm about to report your ass to the IRS. Keep playing with me. This is going to be a good season. Hey, Val, bobblehead. Bumblehead. No, bobblehead. Lisa Rinna looks like one of those dolls. I'm not shaming you, Lisa. I'm just saying you remind me in a good way of a bobblehead, okay? I'm going to hell, people. They gang up on one cast member every season. Every season. Red, every season. And I'm sick of it. Except for last season, they did not gang up on Erika when they should have. And listen, we knew before this season she was on something. It is what it is. I'm not dragging you, Erika. I'm not. I know you're going through a tough time, and I don't want to add to it. But you act loopy. All those stories you made up last season, your stories didn't make sense. And sometimes she'd be like this. Her eyes would squint. Let me see if I can do it. You know, Tom fell off of a cliff. I can't do my Erika voice when I'm sick. Hi, Corey. Soften. Sharrell, don't soften the blow. She just looks like a bobblehead. She does. She looks like a bobblehead. But listen, with that being said, I'm getting ready to make you guys mad. I feel that Lisa Rinna is necessary for the show because I like lots of drama, even though they make me mad. I like drug addicts and thieves. Because if you don't have all of that, and liars and spineless people like Kyle, because if you don't have all that, the show's boring. And I gotta say, I'm gonna be honest. That's what I watched the show for. I wouldn't watch it if it was a bunch of normal people. I cannot stand Orange County. Sorry, it is what it is. Like the other franchises besides Potomac, and I didn't like Atlanta the last season. I'm gonna give them a second chance and see if listen, I don't feel sorry for Erika. She, when had money, she didn't feel sorry for our poor asses. Not at all, people. Not at all. Stop saying you're going to hell. No, Lee. Lee, you don't know me. Keep watching. I'm going to hell. I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. I'd rather Kim be on the show than Kyle. Yes. I rather. Now, I love all the corruptness and all the thieves and the spineless people, except for Kyle. I don't want Kyle on the show. You know, it's supposed to be her show. You're not the queen of that show. You're terrible. Okay. Let's all do the Erika drag. I'm not trying to drag her. I'm just trying to tell the truth, people. Why do people like Kim more than Kyle? Why do people like Kim more than Kyle? Kim is more real than Kyle. You know, when she was going through, listen, when Kyle outed her for being an alcoholic and her addiction problems, it's hard to talk about when you're going through something like that. You know, some people, I'm the opposite. If I'm going through something, I have a tendency to clam up and not talk about it. Not only is it hard to talk about, some people just flat out won't talk about it, and then some people lie about it or be phony about it. So Kim, I feel, is more of an open book. Do you remember when she was talking about being lonely and not having anybody? You know, I just like Kim a lot better. And plus, she took the bunny back from Lisa. She gave the bunny back. That's awesome TV. Kim is a real nut. She is, but she doesn't hide her nutness. She doesn't hide her nutness. Kim calls out. She calls her out. She calls her out because Kyle wants you to think everything's fine. Remember, it took her the longest to even allude to the problem that Kathy and Rick didn't like Mauricio. She said, "Oh, you know, it's not that they hate him." Okay, he was the reason that Kyle wasn't invited to her niece's wedding. Mauricio, they don't want to see him. Yeah, when the bunny back, I loved it. I loved it. And did you see? Remember when Rena fake cried? I'm telling you, she does what she has to do, people, to stay on the show. Kyle time on the show is coming to an end. Let's just hope. Maybe throw in a little prayer. I always make them mad at me. I always make them mad at me. I don't know why they keep watching. Especially in the beginning. Do you guys remember when I used to do the shows by myself before I had a panel? And for some reason, it was kind of boring. So thought it was the funniest thing to say the meanest thing about people, crack myself up and say, "Is that bad?" They hate that. It gets boring. I like having a panel, but I don't want to overwork the panel. They love it. Yeah, they love to hate me, people. They love to hate me. Bye, Vile, and your tires split. When she takes her ponytail and does she's so vile. Oh my God. What happened with Crystal? You've got to rewind it. Crystal's being accused of taking dirty money from China. That's what I'm going to call it. Dirty money. She knows what they're doing over there. Crystal, what are you thinking? Rewind it, keeping it real. I explained everything. Crystal's disgusting. Kyle is okay. Kim's need help. No, Veronica. Let's not forget, is it season 9? When they all humiliated Lisa Vanderpump when her brother passed away of something they all do, which is selling stories to the blogs. Remember when Lisa threw the glass at Kim when Kim almost outed Harry? One of the best scenes in Real House history, okay, people? One of the best. No wonder why she didn't get on Erica's ass. Maybe. We don't know. It's a lot, people. Please hit the thumbs up. Yes, thank you, Mod Squad 4. Please hit the thumbs up. Garcelle is the new fan favorite. We love her. Listen. I'm hoping that Garcelle and Will Smith's ex-wife, Cherie, who had to deal with Jada Pinkett stealing her man. She did. Jada Pinkett Smith stealing her man. I'm hoping that's going to be a great dynamic. I really am. So funny. Yvonne Graham, I wish Kim spilled it all out. Okay, guys. So I just jumped on here really quickly. Let's listen. Cherie delivers. Did you guys see her on a show on VH1? I think it was called Hollywood Exes. It was Cherie mad at Will Smith and Jada Pinkett spilling the tea on that show. It was R. Kelly's ex-wife, Drea. It was Nicole Murphy's show. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Nicole Murphy, Eddie Murphy's ex. It was a really good show. I don't know why they canceled it, but Cherie was good. Like she doesn't know how to control her mouth. She says what she says. Those are the kind of people you need on the show. You remember the show, Missy? It was such a good show. So we know that Cherie's going to bring it. Prince wife. Oh God, Princess X. What was her name? Mai Tai. Garcia, something like that. She was on that show. It was a really good show. I like the show. I think Shayla Moakler came on the show. It was a good show. Hey, Mel. I remember that show. That show was good, people. Good. But listen, that's going to be small peanuts compared to the upcoming season of Beverly Hills. I just love that show. So I will keep you posted on anything I hear on. That's it. That's her name. Maite. Is it Maite? Maite was her name. Garcia. Yeah. She was also engaged to Tommy Lee from Motley Crue for a while. She was a sweet girl. Ended up adopting a kid. I think she lives here in Vegas now. Yeah, I think she does. All right, guys. Just jumped on quickly. I'm going to try to come on every day to talk Beverly Hills, get all in their business, all in their dirt. That's what I do, people. So today's dirt was really the Crystal thing, and then what took place on the weekend. Everybody throwing each other's books in the trash can. So that's my Beverly Hills news for you today. I'll be back at my regular scheduled time. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and until next time, bye for now.